welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to film in a different room today. I was kind of bored of my setup and it was really not inspiring me to film any videos. So today I wanted to talk to you all about some of our skincare mistakes which we make, which make us look older than we actually are, which make our skin age, for an instance. And there are many things which we do which really harm our skin, especially the facial skin under our eyes and all. So I just wanted to make this video just to make you guys aware about everything. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So I have kind of written all my points on my phone, and I'm going to elaborate on each and every point. So the first thing which I want to talk to you all about is trying every new product available in the market. I know as girls who are eager to make their skin better, so we are trying each and every product, and brands are launching products left, right and center every day, and there are so many new launches in the market, and you are so eager to try something new which is come in the market, which is actually quite wrong according to me. Like trying products every now and then, changing products which you apply on your skin can cause more harm than good. I feel that you guys, if something works for your skin, then you should stick to that product rather than trying different things and experimenting. So nowadays there are so many beauty bloggers, and they get paid to tell you guys to buy a product, which is their job, which is perfectly okay. But the thing is, you should understand that it is their job, you guys. It is not necessary that they might be trying the product. We really don't know, but the thing is, it is more like a job. They want companies pay them to promote products, and that is their job. So that's why they promote many things, like many new products every now and then. So yeah, guys, as consumers, I think we should be aware that we should be aware of what our skin needs rather than buying everything which is available from the market and trying a new product every now and then. So point which I want to talk to you all about is using a normal towel on your face and dragging it all over your skin. You guys, you have no idea how much of damage you all are causing your skin. That is actually going to make your skin age way faster than what you are supposed to age. And there are so many girls who just grab their towels and then drag them on their, just wipe their faces, just drag them. So that is really wrong, you guys. That is going to cause wrinkles and fine lines and all the skin problems in the world, and nothing can correct it unless you get some laser or some cosmetic surgery done. So yeah, you have to be really gentle when you're wiping your face. So you don't have to drag your towels every now and then and cause micro tears, which are actually caused with scrubs which have those walnut sort of particles and all. But they can be also caused with those rough towels which we use. Even on the body, I feel some towels are very rough, and I think the Turkish ones are very good, or the ones which are available in normal shops, like the cotton ones, are extremely nice. So you just have to dab your skin, never rub your skin. That is what I have been doing for so many years, and I think it is working perfectly for me. And the thing is, you know what, once I stopped dragging those towels, the harsh towels on my face, I really felt that there was a difference in my complexion, like the way my skin was behaving. Because back in time, I was very acne prone, and I am always a very sensitive skin kind of a girl. And then I just stopped, and I was very consciously being very light on my skin. I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on my face, and it really did make a difference for me. Guys, the next point which I want to tell you all about is using the wrong products for your wrong skin type. So example, if you are a oily person, okay, let me just brief you all on the skin types. So one is the dry skin type, the oily one, and one is the combination. I'm sure you guys must be knowing that already. But the combination one is the oily in the center of your face, T-zone, and then the cheeks are dry. So if you are not aware about your skin type and you are using products which are not meant for your skin type, they will not work for you guys. It is very important to remember that we have to use products which are meant for our skin type. And if you guys don't know about what is your skin type, then I highly recommend that you read some articles and do a little bit of research and find out what is your skin type. So example, my skin is acne prone, sensitive and combination. So sometimes it is combination, and sometimes when it gets very hot it becomes very oily. So according to that I use products which are meant for my skin type. So I recommend that for you guys as well. You try to research what kind of skin type you all have, what is the actual problem which is actually going on, and try to use products which are meant for the skin type, I mean for the skin problems. And I want to talk to you all about is related to SPF. Now I don't know how many how many of you guys will relate to this point, or maybe it's just me, that is what I feel. So nowadays so many sunscreens are available with very high SPFs like 50, 60, you name it, and it is there in the market. They are very expensive as well, they're not very cheap. So there are different types of sunscreens like mineral, chemical, whatever. And the thing is, you know what, there are many people who think that they can slather on sunscreen and roam in the sun just freely and it will not affect them. So I feel that is not true at all. You cannot slather on sunscreen and just roam in the sun and you will not get tanned. I mean, it is not bad that getting tanned is not bad. I'm not promoting skin whitening or whatever that shit. But I'm just saying that the sun can really damage your skin rather than it really can bring stuffs like wrinkles, age spots, and you know, I don't have to tell you all what all the sun can do. But it is very wrong that you kind of slather sunscreens and then just roam in the sun for around 4 to 5 hours and thinking that it will protect your skin, you guys. That is what I feel. You should always use an umbrella or a scarf, and whatever you do, don't slather on sunscreen and roam in the sun, because that is going to cause wrinkles and age spots and everything which the sun can cause. And I don't think any amount of cream can actually help you all to get rid of the damages, because they are quite permanent. So yeah guys, don't slather sunscreens and just go roaming in the sun. The sun is very harmful. It can cause cancer. And a place where I live in Goa, the sun is quite harsh, so I always use a scarf or an umbrella. I make sure that I do that because I don't want to age so fast. So guys, the next point which I want to talk to you all about is layering too many products on your skin. So you all must have heard about the 10-step Korean skincare routine, the 5-step Korean skincare routine. But I feel personally, this is just my opinion. Maybe it is going to work for the Koreans or whatever it is. I really don't know. But the thing is, layering too many products on your skin, especially the wrong ones, especially in the wrong way, like wrong order. Like you have to apply a ampule and then an essence, then serum, then moisturizer, and then an oil. So you have to just go from the lighter consistency to the thicker one. So I feel that layering too many products is just a waste. I feel that it doesn't work. I think it is working for many people, but for me personally it never worked. For me, if I layer too many products, forget about too many, even if I use 2 products, 2 creams at one time, it really breaks me out. Maybe it is because I am sensitive, acne prone skin, whatever it is, but I think that layering too many products can cause more damage than good. I feel that it can clog your pores and kind of give you acne and whatnot. And I think that our skin doesn't need so much of moisturizer. I think the first layer of the moisturizer will get absorbed, and then whatever is remaining, it will sit on your skin. So guys, the next thing which I want to talk to you all about is using products and creams with fragrance in it. So guys, fragrance can be really harmful for your skin, and there are so many brands especially Indian brands who like to put fragrances in their foundations, in their creams, and in their primers and whatnot. There are fragrances like artificial fragrances and everything what we use nowadays. But seriously, you guys, fragrances are very bad for your skin health, and they can cause really bad effects. They can cause acne and sensitivity and what not. And the thing is, you know what, you have to avoid creams which are with fragrances because they are very harmful, you guys. And there are many people who develop allergic reactions because of fragrances and all the artificial colors as well. Yeah, right, fragrances and artificial colors. No guys, you cannot use products with fragrances and artificial colors because they are really harming. And there is no need of putting fragrances in a product which is meant to use on your skin, because I feel that the fragrance has no job over there. Why do we need to put something which is kind of smelling good? It is just aesthetically pleasing, but it doesn't do any good. And the thing is, our brands, like our Indian brands and some of like the high-end ones, should also know that there is no need of fragrances in the products which they are manufacturing. It is just a waste. So yeah guys, just avoid products with fragrances. They are very bad. What I want to talk to you about is again related to the first point which I said, which is kind of not sticking to a fixed skincare routine. I've seen people who try a product for 3-4 days and they're like, it's not working for me, I will try something else. They buy something else and that product gets pasted or whatever it is. That's my cat. Anyways, so the thing is, you know what guys, you have to stick to a nice skincare routine. It is very important. You have to give a product to work like at least a minimum of 15 to 20 days, or maybe 1 to 1.5 months for a product to actually show results and work on your skin. You cannot just decide whether a product is working or not just by applying it 2 to 3 times. That is really not fair, you guys. Products need time to work, especially the eye creams, the facial creams which are meant for wrinkles and crow's feet and all. They really require a minimum of 2 months to use. Sometimes product even requires like 2 to 3 bottles of usage so that they can work on your skin. So yeah guys, if you are like using a product which is actually working very nice for your skin, like everything, it is targeting every issue which you have, then please stick to it guys. You have found a gem, and don't go into experimenting. It will not do anything good. Just stick to that product. It will keep on making your skin nicer and beautiful. So yeah guys, just stick to a nice skincare routine, like the basic cleansing, toner and moisturizer. I personally don't use a toner because it doesn't suit me. I get acne, but I would recommend you guys to do like a minimum of cleansing, toning and moisturizing. So guys, the next point which I want to talk to you all about is chemical exfoliation. So you guys already know that physical exfoliation is very bad. The scrubs which we used to use, those walnut scrubs, are very bad for the skin, because they kind of cause micro tears, like cuts in your in the outer layer of the skin, and then it will really lead to wrinkles and even fast aging, which we really don't need right now. So the thing which is recommended by many skincare experts is chemical exfoliation. So chemical exfoliation is basically exfoliating your skin with toners or creams which have acids in them, like AHAs, BHAs, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and there are and the list goes on. Like every acid is related to a problem. Like acne prone skin is kind of recommended to use salicylic or glycolic acid because it kind of really helps with the acne. So I don't know whether salicylic acid and AHAs and BHAs are the same thing, but the thing is, you know what, I want to talk I want to say that you don't have to use like too many acids on the same day. Like people are not aware that what is the combination, like right combination of acids that should be used. Like vitamin C is an acid, like a chemical exfoliators, but it should not be used with AHAs, BHAs, like glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid, etc. Vitamin C is should not be used with them. And the thing, like there are many combinations as well of acids which should not be used together, like retinol and AHAs. Then retinol and benzoyl peroxide, retinols and vitamin C, etc. So guys, if you are into chemical exfoliation, then what I think and what I suggest is use a one product at a day, at a time. The thing is, like, if you are using glycolic acid today, like a product containing glycolic acid, then don't use AHAs on the same day. I mean, like, AHAs and glycolic is the same, I guess. I really don't know about that. But the thing is, if you are using retinol today, like today at night, then please don't use AHAs the same night. Don't layer acids, because I think they can be very harmful to your skin. So yeah guys, before you are starting with any acids, then you have to really research well and talk to your dermatologist and like ask him, figure stuff out, see what works for you, and don't really use products based on the recommendation of these so-called beauty gurus, because they are not certified doctors or dermats. There are people who can help you with your problems, and they are called dermatologists. So even if it costs a little bit of money, you have to be very careful of what products you use. Don't just blindly follow YouTubers. I'm not saying that all the YouTubers are bad, you guys. Like, even I'm a YouTuber, but whatever it is, I'm not going to force you guys to buy a product. That is actually not me. But my channel is more based on products which I personally use and which I really like and which I would like to recommend. But it really depends on you guys, if you want to use it, if you don't want to use it. It really depends on you. So the thing is, if you have a problem, you just please go to the dermat and ask him what will work for you, for your skin. Especially the acids and all, they should be used on mature skin, like after 30. But I've seen so many teenagers using acids and retinols and all that stuff, and it really makes me so sad that their parents are also not looking into the matter, and they are allowing them to use all these harmful chemicals, and they are just using skincare based on the recommendations of beauty guru. The next point which I want to talk to you all about is, like, I think you guys must have heard about this like a million times with every beauty YouTuber, with everybody in your family, is sleeping on time and having adequate water, you guys. It is very important that you keep yourself hydrated, because it really makes a difference. That is what I feel. I'm always a person who drinks a lot of water. Like, whenever it is, I'm never somebody who will avoid water. But I've seen people who don't drink much and their skin is already dehydrated, and they are just dehydrating it even more. So the thing is, if you don't sleep properly, or if you don't have a proper diet, or if you don't drink enough water, it will kind of destroy your skin, in my opinion. And the thing is, whatever you apply on the top, it will not work unless you have adequate sleep and water. So yeah guys, keep yourself hydrated and have a lot of water, because if you want the products which you apply externally to work on your skin, you have to remember like to drink water and to sleep on time. You cannot just binge on your mobile screens at night till 2 or 3 in the late night. You have to get proper rest. It is very important to maintain your health as well. And the thing is, what, I'm not saying that don't eat junk. Like, even I love junk. Who doesn't love pizza? It will be very wrong. I love junk. I love eating outside. But because of this corona shit, we are not going much out. But whatever it is, but I at least recommend you guys to have adequate water and sleep, and have some fruits as well. Like, have home food at least for some time. So yeah guys, that's all. So guys, another thing which I wanted to add to this point is a term called as beauty sleep, and it is absolutely true, you guys. Beauty sleep is a thing. You really need to sleep well to look good. That is what I have experienced. So yeah guys, that is my next point. So guys, the next and the final thing which I want to talk to you all about is not listening to what your skin needs, you guys. That is the first thing which you have to know, like, which you have to understand, is you have to listen to your skin before using products. Like, for example, if your skin is acne prone, you have to listen to it. Like, if your skin is breaking out after using a product, you have to listen to it. So guys, whenever you feel like investing in a new product, please see just see what are the basic concerns, and like what issues you actually want to address. Like if you have wrinkles, then use anti-aging creams. If you have acne, use anti-acne creams. Don't simply randomly pick things because they are advertised to you. I know it is very, very tempting. I have gone through that phase and I'm really regretting for wasting all my money. But you have to really figure out what your skin needs. We didn't have people who were so educated in beauty stuff, and I never had my mother telling me about all this stuff because they were not very bothered about their beauty thing. They were busy working, and that is totally fine. But nowadays we have so many videos and so many YouTube tutorials, so many articles regarding skin health and how we can improve our skin. So yeah, guys. That's all for today's video. I hope you all found this video very helpful. Do let me know which mistakes do you all follow and which you all will like to improve on my recommendation. And also please subscribe to my channel. I just need 200 subscribers for 1000 subscribers. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.